She's a dancer, a starlet. You've seen her on the red carpet. I mean, great taste in clothes, but in costumes, not so much. Because this is Hough Friday night when she joined a group of friends for a Halloween outing. They were all dressed as characters from the popular Netflix drama Orange is the New Black, and so Hough is supposed to be the African-American character. Her name is Crazy Eyes, who's the prison wife of the show's main character. Here's a clip.
Chocolate and vanilla swirl.
Hough darkened her skin, triggering accusations she was in blackface. And when you go online, I mean, the reaction has been fierce. This is just one tweet. One more thing, Julianne Hough. Use some of that money you earn to get an education or common sense you obviously lack or whatever. Bye. That's a quote. The 25-year-old actress has tweeted in response to this apology. She said, "I am a huge fan of the show Orange is the New Black, actress Uzo Aduba, and the character she has created. It certainly was never my intention to be disrespectful or demeaning to anyone in any way. I realize my costume hurt and offended people, and I truly apologize." So let's talk about this with Kelly Goff, special correspondent at The Root, CNN political contributor Marc Lamont Hill, and Amy Holmes, hot list anchor on theblaze.com. Welcome to all of you, and you in the middle there, Marc Lamont Hill. I'm going to begin with you here. I mean, technically this is not blackface. I don't know if she ran through the spray tan 80 times. I mean, clearly she darkened her face. Is this offensive?
Oh, it's definitely offensive. I mean, there's an entire tradition of blackface that is really at the dawn of American racism. And so obviously, if there's a tradition of people using blackface to promote white supremacy and to insult and assault black people, to wear it is just disrespectful, and it ignores the tradition. I suspect she didn't think about it that much. A general rule of thumb for celebrities out there is just don't wear blackface. I mean, it's a real simple rule. Just don't put black stuff on your face.
Do it. Amy, are you outraged?
You know, I think this whole issue is a colossal waste of time. This young lady, I think she's most famous for dating Ryan Seacrest, and I suspect that people will not be talking about this in about 24 hours. No one is going to care. I think the only thing that Julianne Hough has to apologize for is trying to make a remake of Footloose. That was a classic. It didn't need to be done.
Too soon, Amy. Kelly, what do you think?
Look, it was tacky, tasteless, and stupid, but, you know, tacky, tasteless, and stupid isn't against the law. And what I will say is that in terms of offensiveness, this probably won't crack my top 5 for the month, unlike those knuckleheads who did the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman costume. That is innately, inherently offensive. I think this is a misstep born out of ignorance. That, to me, the Trayvon Martin costume was a misstep born out of maliciousness, and that I'm actually much more offended by.
I'm not even going to go there. I mean, I'm not even giving them oxygen on this show. That is so ridiculous.
Right, and you know, and I do want to jump in because I think there's a larger point, which is for people to get, you know, outraged and worked up and incensed over this, it actually trivializes the real issues affecting the black community, like the fact that black males have an incarceration rate of 6 times white males. We have a 12.9% unemployment rate in the black community. Those are the things that we should be talking about and focusing on, not a girl who danced on Dancing with the Stars.
Mark, you're shaking your head.
The amazing thing about black people is we can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can talk about mass incarceration and unemployment, and we can talk about these cultural representations, which are also dangerous and dark, and really they lead to some of the other things that we're talking about. I mean, one of the things you have to consider is that why she would do this is because she doesn't. And part of what white supremacy allows, part of what structural racism allows, is for white people to do things that are offensive and simply say, you know what, I didn't know, because they have the extraordinary privilege of not having to know.
But
that's a problem, and we do need to talk about it.
Are you calling her, hang on. I mean, I don't know if you know her. Are you calling her racist? Because it sounds like, I mean, it's quite possible she had no clue, Mark. She may have had no clue what she was doing.
I don't think, let me be clear, I don't think she's racist. I've only met her a few times. I think she's a very nice woman, and I don't think she's racist at all. But again, part of the white supremacy isn't just about being a foaming at the mouth racist. It's also about having access to certain experiences, being able to do certain things which are offensive to others and not having to know. This is an outgrowth of white privilege. Do I think she's racist? No. But that's not the point.
Are you saying that little black girls shouldn't be able to dress up as Princess Leia?
Say that again. I didn't hear the question.
I'm saying, are you saying that little black girls shouldn't be able to dress up as Princess Leia? You could say, well, that character was white, and a little black girl shouldn't wear a white costume.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's not about who you can dress up as. She can be Crazy Eyes from the show, but you can be Crazy Eyes without putting on blackface.
That's what
and yes, this might mean shock the world. This might mean that there are a few things in the world that white people can't do. Yeah,
I'm going to jump in here and say, though, that I think that this speaks to the larger issue, the challenge of discussing race in this country in the Obama era and eventually in the post-Obama era, which is that we are going to finally have to start distinguishing between racism and racially insensitive, and calling people racist and racially insensitive. Because a lot of this stuff, that's where it's coming from. And I would actually say the real culprit in the situation is this statistic that was out from Reuters a couple of weeks ago that showed that 40% of white Americans have no black friends. This is what you get when you don't have any friends who don't look like you. You get a situation like this where you don't say to your friend,
it's also how you lose black friends.
It's generational ignorance, Kelly? Ignorance?
That is totally unfair to say that Julianne Hough doesn't have any black friends. We don't know that.
I don't know that.
I have a tough time believing she may have coworkers, but black friends, close black friends, I have a hard time believing any of my friends would walk out in blackface, Amy, and say,
we don't know that, guys.
Come on. And if they are, don't call me if they get in trouble.
We got to be fair.
If she were friends with Amy, Amy would probably say yes too. So.
Wow. Well, let me just leave it.
What?
Let me leave it there.
I'm saying if you don't find it offensive, then I'm just saying, I don't mean to, I'm not insulting Amy. I'm saying there are plenty of people, there's a diversity of opinion among black people, and she may have plenty of black friends who think it's okay.
There are black friends,
that doesn't make it
and then
okay
there are people there are black friends, and there are people you say are your black friends when you get in trouble. And so I'm assuming those might be the kinds of friends she has. I don't consider those substantive relationships.
Well, I just don't think we should make
guys,
those
let's leave it there. We don't know. I don't know her personally.
Assumptions about someone we don't know.
We do not know that, so I'm just going to leave it there. Kelly Goff.